Hey guys, it's Tim Hills here from Hills Media House. I hope you guys have been well. So in this video I'm going to be showing you how to create the ghosted effect. I find this effect works really well in music videos or any style of video, but specifically music videos in my case. For static shots, I find that it creates a little bit more excitement for the viewer to have in that static shot. So I'm just using it sparingly as well. If you can very easily go over the top with this effect. But it is nice and simple, easy to use and easy to remember how to use. So yeah, I find that makes a good little effect to jazz up that static footage. So I hope you guys enjoy. Let me know in the comments below if this helped you, or if you've used this in any other variation or in any other video that you found that it works really well. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and get something out of it. And again, let me know in the comments below what you think. Yeah, be sure to like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And without anything else to say, let's get into it. Cheers. Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to be showing you the ghosted effect and how to achieve that in your videos. I find this works really well on static shots in music videos or any kind of video as well, but in my use it's music videos. So I will show you what that effect looks like here. So you can just see that it kind of brings that the frames up and creates that kind of ghosted look. So in that multi kind of layered shot. So again, so just up like that. So it's very simple, very easy to do, very easy to remember on how to do. So the first thing you want to do is find a clip that you want to use. So in this example, I've got a clip here that I've imported in. So I'll drag that, I've sectioned it to an in and out section so I know exactly where it is. I'll just drag that down onto the timeline grid here. So with this section, it's the guitarist and the saxophone player really enjoying the moment. So the guitarist doing a lead solo, the saxophone player just moments before this did they did a bit of a jam. So he's really hyped up and loving what's going on in this little song. So I'll show you what this clip is on its own. So as you can see, the saxophone player is really hyped up on this lead solo. It's really good. So yeah, they're both amazing people. So yeah, really good band too. Ashes to Ashes. They're a Bowie tribute show. Really good, really professional, really good sound. Just amazing artists. So again, I'll show you the clip here. Sorry about the audio. We did have another audio feed on the night, so we didn't rely on this. Otherwise, it would be a lot cleaner. So with this, I'll show you one more time what it would look like. It's just standard stock static footage. So as you can see there, it's nice and it's easy to watch and all that kind of stuff, but we want to jazz that up a little bit. So here's a nice easy way to be able to create this ghosted effect. Here we go. Alright, so the first thing you want to be doing is we'll drag this clip over a little bit further away from the other one, and then we want to be duplicating the image, the video footage here. So with this, we just need the clip, we don't need the audio in this. So it's just holding Alt on your keyboard and clicking up to create multiple layers. With this effect, I find that anywhere between 4 or 5 layers on top of the original layer, the original video is really good. So with this one, we've got the base layer here, so I don't count that as one. I start the next one up as one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go up again 4 and 5 here. So I'll just bring that down a bit so we can see what's going on. And then with this, I'll then highlight them all and give them all a 12 frame cross dissolve. So to get that, you just highlight it all and then go to where the clip does this little icon here, like a little half circle kind of thing, and just right click and go add 12 frame cross dissolve. I find 12 frame is good. It's not too long and it's not too short, so it gives them a nice little nice fade in and a nice fade out. It's not too harsh on the clip. So then the next step we want to bring the start of the fade to the end of the fade on the clip beforehand. So you want to make like a little bit of like a triangle pattern here. So I'll drag those along like this. and that creates a nice little triangle pattern. And then same with the outro as well, just a nice one to make that fade out nicely. So like that, we've created this little triangle section. So with this, if we play the clip, not much is going to change, just like that. So it doesn't affect any of that stuff. So now this is where the effect comes in. So what we want to do is we want to be turning off the clips above the first clip that we want to be working on. So in this case, we want to keep the original clip original. We don't want to mess with that at all. So in this case, it's video 2. We want to click on that, and then we can see what's going on. So with this clip here, we'll go into Inspector up in the top right hand of the screen here, and we go into opacity. So with opacity, we'll start here, and we'll create that into 40%. So we'll go down to 40% there. And then with the next, and again, this hasn't really changed much of that clip at all. So then the next bit we want to be doing is the position. So with the position, we've got X, which is moving the clip left and right. As you can see, it's creating that blur looking effect there now. So we don't want to be changing it left and right, we want to be changing it up and down in this example. You can do it left and right, so feel free to do that and take on the same instances and process of how we get this effect. But in this one, I'm going to be doing it up. I find that kind of works best in these videos where there is a little bit of movement on the screen. So with this, I'll use the Y parameter, so I want to be going up and down like that. So with this one, we're going to drag that clip up. So for this example, there's no real numbers to go by here. It's kind of just whatever you feel. In this one, I'll probably say it's between 70 and 80 on the Y parameter there. So I'm not even looking at the numbers here. I'm just looking at the visual of the clip. So what I'm aiming to do is get the bottom of his chin, the saxophone player's chin, onto the top of his head. Here, I find that's a nice little bit of spacing. So we've achieved that there. And then on the next clip, we want to be doing the same thing. So we want 40% on the opacity and having the chin onto the bottom of, onto the top of his head. So with this, we'll turn on video 3 again and go over to the opacity and change that to 40%. And then with the Y parameter on the position, we want to be dragging that up so that the bottom of his chin is touching the top of his head there. And then we'll go with video 4 as well and do the same thing here. So 40% opacity, and then the Y factor to go up again like that. And then video 5 will go again 40% and position that above his head there. And then same with video 6, we'll do the same thing here, 40% and make the clip to the top of his head there. Okay, so straight off the bat here, I can see that there's something not quite right about this. It's looking too harsh on the clip, so I'll play this as it is now. So we have achieved still like a pretty cool looking effect. It's very kind of 80s, I'd say, in those kind of video clips there. So what I'll do in this is I'm finding that 40% opacity is a little bit too much. So for this, I'll go back through and I'll just change that to probably around 20%, I think. So I'll just change all of those to 20%. So straight away we can see that it's still there, but it's not as dominant. So there is another little trick that I use to create this effect that little bit smoother and that little bit nicer. So I'll just play that now so you can see what that looks like with the 20%. So that's definitely much better. You can still see that the bottom clip is still easy to see. That's what I like to achieve, where that bottom clip, if I go back to that first example of the clip that I did, in this one you can see that the bottom clip, or like the main clip, is still able to be seen. So you can still see that the singer and the guitarist and the keyboard player are all still there, easy to see. I'm not detracting from that. So with this one, we've now achieved that. So you could just leave the clip like that if you wanted to achieve that with that little bit harsher look on those top ghosting layers. But what I find to really smooth those layers off is I use the effect called Prism Blur. It's in your Open Effects panel under Prism Blur here, and I drag that over. I don't change any of the parameters in it at all. It's all just standard, just drag that straight over. Prism Blur is free with Davinci Resolve 16, so there's no charge. You don't have to have the studio version, the professional version, any of that kind of thing. So I drag Prism Blur onto each one of these clips here, and what this does is it blurs those clips that it's been put onto and softens them a bit and gives them more of that ghosted look. So I'll just turn off the top few layers here so we can see what that looks like. So with this, we've got going to open, click on your clip and go into Open Effects to see where the effect is in Prism Blur here. And you can change the blur strength, Y position, X position, all that kind of stuff. We won't go into any of that in this video. If you want to know more about that, let me know in the comments below, and I'm happy to go into a little bit more detail with that in another video if you want. But with this, you just turn off the Prism Blur and see how the lights, especially up the top here, are really sharp still, and same goes for him and the drummer and the saxophone player and the drummer and the other band members as well. They are very sharp in this image. So when you turn the Prism Blur on, it just kind of softens that image a little bit and gives it more of that ghosted feel. So with that all on, I'll change the so turn the clips on with the video 3, 4, 5 and 6, and now you can see that it's created a nice blurred look to this ghost effect instead of it being so harsh. So I'll go again into what these look like with them. So I'll turn without the Prism Blur on, so you can just see that it's still nice, it's still the effect there, but it's very cut and very staggered kind of a look. So with this, I just turn it on and you'll see that they slowly blur into each other and create a nice little soft kind of hazy look. And then we'll play that effect over again, especially on that top clip. Like, you can see that it's nice through there, and then all of a sudden his head is very in focus here. So we blur that off and it gives that nice effect. So I'll play this from start to finish again. So there you go, there's the ghosted effect, and as you can see there, it's giving that nice soft look. The other thing that I'll quickly mention with this effect is that you can change the length of it, and you can go into a whole other world with this where you can have it going in and out throughout the clip. I won't go into that in this video because it'll take a little bit longer, but you should be able to get the idea from this. If you do want me to do a video of showing you how to do that in and out, comment below and I can do a video of that as well. So with this, to shorten the clips, you just highlight the ones that you want to shorten here. So I want to shorten the whole sequence and just drag that across to wherever you would like to shorten, or you can lengthen it as well if you want it to be there longer. In this case, I'm going to shorten it a little bit. So I'll go for that now. So as you can see, it just creates that effect still and just shortens it. So it looks really nice. It's a little bit more snappy, which is kind of nice in those clips. Like in this original clip, it was a bit quicker as well. So I'll just play the original clip again. So for that one there, I did do it to the beat. So you can hear the bass and the drums in this one. So I've tried to sync it up with that. So I'll play that again. So it's gone to the snare drum on this, so you've got the bang, and it starts there, and then bang, it ends there. So with this one, I've just done this as an example, so I didn't time this up or sync it up, but with this one here, I'd probably like to do it around the solo, so I'll drag all of these around, so when he really kicks that high note of that solo to kind of create that effect in. So again, I'll just drag that over to lengthen this clip to begin with, because I want to find where that side of that solo is. Right there. So it's around here, so I'll drag all of those clips. I want the I want the start of the first clip here to come in at that point. So I'll drag that across to there, and you'll see that when the solo starts, the effect will start. Alright guys, so there you have it. That was the ghosted effect in Davinci Resolve. So as you can see, it was nice and easy to be able to achieve that effect and to apply that effect and to remember on how to use that effect. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought. Let me know if you've had any trouble trying to get that effect, or if you've used it in any other style of video or anything like that. Always appreciate the comments and the feedback. It's always appreciated. Again, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. It's really appreciated. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.